The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a good scrap in the AFC North between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The ball is teed up, and with the boots, the NFL postseason has officially begun. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set, go.
They'll go play action. Howard. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker-room favorite.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's go. 60 by 6.
3rd and short. Howard. He's got the first down grab and still going. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Warren. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to get up to speed through that snow to break off a gain of 5. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready? Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Completes a DK Metcalf. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. Gets a new set of downs at the 27. On 1st down, Howard. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18.
3rd and long for him here. Going with the screen to Johnson. And this one doesn't go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Jackson looking to throw right away. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
1st down throw for Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing the run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time right. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. From the gun, a run for Henry. Solid run in here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Jackson throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down.
Hey, report!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early. But tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor. But you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Howard. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in. 2nd and inches. Howard now to throw. Some daylight through the 40. And he's out of bounds with a big gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at first down here. On play action, here's Howard. Vacates quickly left side. Catch made. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something. But he'll get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Down and 7.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throw here, third down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. They are throwing it again. Throw caught at the 6. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Chris Boswell for the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Finds a seam down the middle. He's going to bring this down to their 35. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Out of the gun, Henry. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Lamar. Drop this one down for Henry. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers. 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Lamar out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And it's going to be 4th down. He improvised a little, took it outside, but he doesn't get close to the marker.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this, 4th and 4. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this, 4th and 4.
Middle. Sit hard. 180. Sit hard.
From the gun, Jackson. He completes it in traffic. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make the play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch. Situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Ravens looking at 2nd and 1.
Middle. It's not. Sit up.
Henry can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Sit up. 180. Sit up.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. He rolls to his right. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Ravens break that tie and now lead by 7.
Steelers 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
It's 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. All the left side. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Going again here, Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. Wow, special teams highlight here. What a kick, down in it at the 1. First call here coming from the shotgun.
13. Come on, go. Come on. 180. Come on.
Backed up in the end zone. Jackson finds the in route complete. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it up. And the Steelers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
On first down, Howard. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now, Howard. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there. And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Don't worry.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
That's it.
Putting a receiver in motion. 1st down. Here's Lamar. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Lamar off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another run for Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Brought in. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Oops, knocks it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
They've been doing it.
He's got a man left. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Tackled on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he hauls in the interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And he brings this one back. Touchdown, Baltimore, off the pick 6. He not only broke on a to make the pick, Bronk, but he was on the move real quick, knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howard. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. First and 10 from the 41. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Steelers in the dime for this 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Throw is caught. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Luke, and they're trying this field goal for the Ravens. This will be from 52 yards. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Howard. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
From the gun, Johnson. And he's going to manage about 3 there before the defense gets to him. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, Howard. Johnson here on the dump off. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. And that's going to wind up incomplete as that gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. Tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's Lamar. He'll set up the screen for Henry. Down the sideline to the 45. And he gets this one down to the 27. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
First down. It's a gain of 32. First down, Baltimore.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Ravens with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Hey, report! Hey, sit on! Sit on!
Now Jackson. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. This is Henry on 2nd. Going to defender. We've got a foot race. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They'll run here with Henry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, report!
Trying to run with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Ravens have likely locked up the win right there. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21.
Steelers 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Counterplay here, Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Operating from the gun, here's Howard. Completed over the middle. this is going to come to an end right on the 32-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Howard. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
17.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
Oh, we're ready.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Hands up. Sit hard. Oh, we changed it.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he will finally catch up to him in just a second before he can reach that 40. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Running once more with Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third. They send a man in motion. Now Jackson on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalked up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for a second down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Throwing here, Howard. This is Metcalf working that right side. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Working quickly here. On first down, Howard. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Held in left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Howard, first and 10. He put everything he had into this one. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are set up just shy of the 25 after that tackle.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Hill now from the gun. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson off the play action. Escapes the pocket. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers, so that brings up 4th and long. The Ravens getting ready for the punt, and they could really use a good one here. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down, play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 4 there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Setting up for the kneel down on third. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.